Under the streets of Sondrio, in a stone-lined cellar, we met with a selection of wine producers in Valtellina. Each person we spoke with welcomed us, pouring their wine and sharing their unique stories of this valley, high in the Alps of northern Italy. Often it was the winemaker behind the table pouring, or someone in the family that owned the winery. They told us about harvest, their family history, and their passion for wine.
Hello, welcome in Valtellina.
Finding these wines exported is not the easiest. Several producers, including ArPePe, ArPePe, and Tenuta Scarse, can be found in the US, and I encourage you to seek them out and taste them. But honestly, this is a region that should be experienced. Get there if you can. We had time to speak with many different producers. Join us as we hear the stories and the passion behind the wines of Valtellina. Isabella Pelizzatti Perego was one of the first people to greet us in Valtellina. Her family's history in wine dates back to the 1860s, when Isabella's great-great-grandfather Giovanni founded Pelizzatti Winery. But tragedy does not discriminate, and it fell upon this family when Isabella's grandfather was diagnosed with cancer in the 1970s. The family had to sell the brand and some vineyards. Her father, Arturo, worked hard to restart the family business. In 1984, he was able to buy back many of their vineyards and regain their cellar in Grumello. The new name for the winery? ArPePe, for his initials, Arturo Pelizzatti Perego. In 2004, the fifth generation of Pelizzatti Perego took the helm. When you drive through the Valtellina region, at its center near Sondrio, you will find your eye drawn up to the Grumello castle on the hill. Below it, separated by terraces of vines, you find ArPePe. As we tasted her wines, Isabella told us that they always want the fruit to be the most important note in the wine. They do long fermentations in wood and find that it keeps the wine more harmonic from the beginning. We began with the ArPePe Rosso di Valtellina DOC 2020.
We will start first from our Rosso di Valtellina 2020. May I pour? Of course, everything is 100% Nebbiolo grape variety, Chiavenasca, nothing else. All the wines are fermented in big wooden barrels, 5,000 liters. And the Rosso has been spending 5 months in the big wood, and it has already 1 year in bottle right now. And Rosso 2020, it's nearly the entire production from our vintage 2020. Because in 2020 we were supposed to be doing our Reserva, and then on the 23rd of July night we had a big hailstorm, and so we couldn't decide to make our cruise, and we decided to make nearly only Rosso di Valtellina. There will be 1 barrel in the future of Il Petit Rosso 2020 and full stop. That's it.
Compared to the other wines that I've been tasting, I get a little bit of orange from this, like orange or tangerine, something along those lines, which I didn't get with anything else I've tried yet.
And we always want the fruit to be the most important, and with this long fermentation in wood, we found that it keeps the wine a bit more, let's say, harmonic from the very beginning. We try to make, together with the alcoholic fermentation, even the malolactic fermentation in presence of the skin and into the wood, and it's very interesting to see a better result with the wine. Yes. And after the Rosso, we tried the Grumello 2017. So in the Grumello area we have 4 hectares and a half. And 17 for us has been a bit more prompt vintage, so we decided not to age up to Reserva much longer. But we've been doing 12 months in the big wood, good. And they do have already 3 years in bottle right now. Grumello for us is slightly deeper topsoil, while in Cellar there's slightly less topsoil and more rocks. So it's interesting to see the two side by side,
Yeah.
because even though the vinification and aging has been exactly the same, they are very different. And Grumello is always a bit more generous and brown and kind of softer, while Cellar can be a bit more austere with a bit more tension because of the stones. But they are brothers and sisters with different personalities.
Yes. Yes.
And then we try Cellar 2017. So exactly the same vinification, processing and aging, and then just different terroir.
Different terroir.
And it's only 1 kilometer difference, so it's very close by, but very different.
It's as if the Grumello is very rounded,
It's a bit more.
and the Cellar has a lot more lift to it and light. What are the altitudes on the two
So
vineyards?
in Grumello, we have vineyard that goes from 300 to 500 meters. In Cellar, we have the entire elevation of the OCG because we are reaching from 300 to 600, and 600 is the top of our mountain.
These are the stories of the wines from Valtellina. Join us on Discovering Wine Country for more stories of Vini Valtellina.